Welcome to the Carter Chronicles. I'm Ashley,
And I'm Alicia.
and today's topic is about self-care.
Yep. Welcome to the Carter Chronicles. And yeah, we just want to come on here and talk about how self-care is the best care.
Before we get started, I want to know, what does self-care mean to you?
Okay, self-care meaning woosah. Take time for yourself. That's something that we never do. So woosah, woosah. In and out. And so yeah, like health is our greatest wealth. Every morning that we get new grace and new mercy to do it all over again, we generally just get up and hit the pavement without even thinking, hey, just take a couple of deep breaths, and just do a little meditation. Because when you get up and you just run and go for the gusto, things can take a swift turn, and that's not in your favor. So it's kind of best to kind of just take everything lightly, start off lightly, and that way it'll end lightly instead of in a rough patch.
I like
So
that.
how do you feel about self-care?
Self-care to me means a lot of things. For me personally, I like um, keeping my appearance up for myself because when I look good, I feel good. Um, Getting things that makes me just feel comfortable, like candles. It could be just as simple as cleaning your house and your house is clean.
You're right. Oh my life.
It could be as simple as just cutting off all electronics and just chilling. I'm
Right.
really not too big on reading. I kind of fell off of that, but self-care to me means just taking care of my mental health, putting me first, even if I have to put my phone on do not disturb for a couple
Right.
of hours. Um, just taking care of me because I feel like if I'm not taken care of, and we all know we know how to take, we know what we like, right? Us as women,
And what we
as
need.
people, we know what feels good to us. And that's just really one of my things is feeling comfortable, looking good for myself. And also I've been trying to get back in shape. So that's a part of self-care for me as well. So it's a mixture of things. I believe that if you put yourself first, then you feel like you're on top of the world. Because how can you take care of anybody else, help them out, give them advice when you're not 100% you? You know, just
Exactly.
self-care doesn't always mean go out to the malls and spend money or go to stores and spend money. But then again, everybody's self-care is different because some people can go to different stores and just shop or window shop or home goods shop, and that may be their self-care. So yeah, self-care means that's what self-care means to me. Feeling good, looking good, feeling relaxed. I love candles, so and I
Yeah, but
love
it's not
being
good to look here. It's not good to go shopping when you on a budget. But I mean, even though it helps and it makes you feel good, because I had several friends, and even from my own experience, that is what I do. It's almost like a self medication when I go out and I go shopping. It makes me feel better, even with getting things that I know that I don't need. That's why I call myself the take back queen, because I buy stuff that I don't need. And I look at it, I don't need this. But I realized that I was getting those things um just because I was stress buying. That's what I
yeah,
was doing.
yeah. Okay. Yesterday we talked about the power of saying no.
Right.
So if you can remember, one of my little comebacks was, how do a person make you feel after you're with them or on the phone with them? So how did that how did that conversation reside with you yesterday? Did it help you in any way to realize that maybe you may still have some working on yourself to do as far as saying no?
Yeah, I do because I think off the camera you were saying, well, because I said that I was gonna just start blocking people. And you was like, well, maybe that's not a good idea to block them because it's it's just like defeating the purpose. Just you have to face it and fight it like that. And I just clammed up because I just out of frustration I clammed up. But yeah, I definitely gave it more thought. And even though, I still put a couple of people on block because my block game is strong. And sometimes like it just has to be done, whether I feel that I have gained the balls to say no or not. Sometimes you just don't even want to be bothered, don't want to see that number because the
Hmm.
number is triggering.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's gonna be. I'm a work in progress as far as saying no because I'm so used to saying yes. Not just to make people feel good, but I love to see people happy. I love to see people smile, and I really love to help people. It's genuine, so it's kind of hard for me to turn something like that off when I'm so used to helping people, and it has gotten to a point to where I don't know, my people take my kindness for a weakness. They
So
just do.
would you say today's conversation or today's topic, does that go hand in hand, the power of saying no and self-care, right? Because
Uh-huh.
for me, I can elaborate on maybe that does coincide with one another because when you're doing self-care, you're putting you first, right? So,
Right.
and as I mentioned, that can even be putting your phone on do not disturb
Mm-hmm.
because once you put put yourself first and once you do your self-care, then it's it literally, to me, it really they both reside, however you say it, they both go coincide with each other.
Coincide.
Yeah.
Right.
um because it's really today's day and time, it is really like no one is gonna love on you just how a mother love is unconditional, and they gonna love you forever. The good mothers, I'm talking about the good mothers, the mothers that just didn't birth the kid and gave them up for
But they nurture
birthing.
them.
Yeah, mothers that are
A mother is
nurturing.
uh-huh.
Yeah, so um yeah, that's just in my mind. I'm thinking like it kind of coincides with one another. And for me, um, I would say one thing I would have to work on this week is praying for God to deliver my complaining spirit. I think that should be a part of my self-care too. Because you can literally give your own self a headache when you are like they have this saying, get out of your own way. And
Yeah.
sometimes we are in our own way and we don't see it that way because we're so caught up in the moment.
And not
But
only get
then,
out of your not only get out of your own way, but get out of your own head.
yes, yes, because you can drive yourself crazy. And then when you sit back and you look at it after you did your self-care, because now you relaxed, now you in your mode, and you think like, well, it wasn't that bad. Like I'm at a place right now and like when I leave there, I'll be so happy. I'll be ready to get hit by one of them cars just to get to my car. But then when I get home and then I meditate, and I'm not gonna say really meditate, but when I self-care, which is for me, I love my little shows. I love getting my relaxation clothes, getting clean. The house is clean. I got
It's
a
a
little
peace of
snack.
mind.
It's a
That's
peace
your
of mind.
that's because that's your sanctuary.
And
And
that's a
it's
part of
not to
my
be
self-care.
and
And when
it's
I
not
look
to be I'm
mhm.
sorry, go ahead.
And when I look back at it, that as I was trying to make all that come into a circle, when I look back at it, I say, well, I guess it's not that bad. You know, you gotta be like, there's so many things that I have to be grateful for, even when I don't even like, there's just so many things that I think we all have to be grateful for. But speaking for myself, like, God has always made a way. You know, in my adult life, He's always made a way, even when I'm somewhere and I don't want to be somewhere and I'm praying to get out of there. And it's like, I know this is not it for me. So I
Right.
get out of my way and out of my head then, and I just start applying myself. And I feel like now, this day and time, I'm very happy that we are going after what we want as individuals, what we want as content creators, because that's a part of, for me, that's a part of my self-care too. Like, just doing these videos, it makes me realize, like, this is what I'm here for. You know,
Right.
this is what I was created for. Like, you see how me and you, we go out, we talk to people, we're very genuine, very loving, very caring. And I know I'm not the one that to talk about myself, like, just I'm this and I'm that, but I know it's something on me, because number one, God shows me all the time when I interact with different people, all walks of life, all different ages. And when people can be so vulnerable with me, I'm like, sometimes it blow my mind. You know, sometimes it blow my mind, like, how do they just met me and they telling me their whole life? You know, sometime God, and I think, like the young boy told me today, like, in a nutshell, I don't think he said that he was not only happy that he met me, but he said, like, people are placed in places for different reasons. That's literally what he said today. I forgot to tell you that, because you know
No,
we be
I
talking.
I understand. I told you that on yesterday. And then if you have a warm and welcoming spirit, you're gonna always attract people. And God is he created you, so he know what type of individual is you are, and he knows who to send your way.
Yeah, amen
That
to
is
that.
that yeah, that's basically your purpose,
Yeah,
because he knows that you're going to encourage and nurture that individual and just give them that extra push or that extra umph that they need
hmm,
just to get through the day. And you have that on you,
and
and
thank you.
that's just that's a blessing from God, because everybody they can't get that. And then it's just a blessing for him to have bestowed that upon you.
Amen to that. And I feel like, in going back to, like, we making sure we keeping all the topics going back to me, like how you said, it feels good to be a giver. It feels good to share different experiences with people where I know it may can help them. I always reiterate, I'm not no better than anyone. I'm still a work in progress. And it's you really have to practice what you preach.
Yes, you
So
do.
just how a mother is raising a child, it's important for her to watch the things she do around the child,
And
because
say,
it's called learned behaviors. So
right.
if you're not out there practicing what you're preaching, I mean, is it literally is defeating the purpose. And if you like, our thing today is self-care. Our topic today is self-care. And if you're not taking care of yourself the way that you are supposed to be taking care of yourself, because like I said, we as individuals know exactly what we need. How am I going to continue to be um, uplifting and spiritually encouraging to people if I'm not taking care of my mental health, and me taking care of self-care for me, whatever that means to,
Right.
so then I'll be defeating the purpose too. So the moral of the story is, guys, self-care. You cannot pour into no. I'm gonna let you say this part because it's your favorite part. You cannot what? Pour into
What?
nobody's cup when you what?
I'm sorry, I didn't say it again.
I'm saying this is your favorite part. I was gonna let you lead the way, but You cannot pour into someone's cup when your cup is empty.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You
I didn't know
cannot.
which direction you was going in, but yeah, if your cup is empty, you have absolutely nothing to offer anybody else
Yeah.
because you're depleted already. And until you get replenished, that's when you'll be able to help somebody else.
Yep. Amen
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, and with
Amen.
that being said, um, once again, self-care is the best care. And then just find different things that you like. My advice to people that is going through and they don't know what to do um for their self-care, find things that you like to do. Some people like to walk besides spending money.
Besides
Some
spending
people like
money.
the water. Some people like the water. For the water, I mean, for me, the water is so relaxing. I mean, it really does something to me. I drive far away just to find some water, even though I don't have to do that because we're surrounded by water here, thank God. But water is a comforter for me. It's so peaceful, you know, just going to sit at the marinas or at the beaches and I can sit there for hours by myself with no music, really with no people. But if they there, I'll people watch. But if not, I watch the waves. It's soothing and it's calming. You know, that's
That
my
sounds like
thing.
that's a part of your self-care.
Yeah, it is, and I love it. And I don't do it as much as I'd like to, but it helps me tremendously. So my suggestions is for a person that's trying to do some self-care, find something that you do like to do, and incorporate that daily.
Yeah,
It
I
would
agree.
don't You don't have to spend money for self-care. Just remember that.
I agree. I agree. Before we check out today, I know what I mentioned as far as what I need to work on. I will reiterate. I think, tomorrow's Friday, the end of the week, um, 5 days, I'm telling you, it go past really fast. But when you having fun, but when you at work, that thing is on pause, baby. So,
It's on pause.
but for me, I do believe that
It's peaceful.
tomorrow I should really tomorrow and throughout the weekend, it would only do me justice, and it would also coincide with my self-care, with me learning to let the complaining spirit go. It's hard.
Absolutely.
It's hard, but it is doable. We are
Yeah,
all
it's not
humans.
impossible.
Yeah,
It's
we are all
definitely not.
humans. We all
Hmm.
humans. We have feelings. We have emotions. And we cannot control what other humans do. So
No.
sometimes that frustration is like it's inevitable, to come out when you're dealing with so many different people
Right.
and you don't know which way they going.
No.
Even though you're not even really caring about which way they going, but when you have to interact with different personalities and different people, whether it's on the road,
Right.
whether it's in the stores, whether it's at work, whether it's calling to pay a bill. Um, I just want to do better as far as removing the complaining spirit from away from me, because then I'm able to have a more clearer thought process about what it is that I want to do. So that's enough for me. I want to know what you have. What is something that you would like to work on ending off this week?
Well, actually, I have been working on have asking God to remove the complaining spirit because the one thing that will hinder you is constantly complaining.
Mhm.
You know, you can't even see your blessings coming. They just literally dangling and hanging over your head because you won't stop complaining. Soon as you release those things and cast them into the sea of forgetfulness, leave them there. Don't pick them back up because they can't do nothing but just hinder your spirit,
Disappoint you too at most times.
disappoint you. So that's it for me.
Well, that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching our video today. If you like the content that we give, Please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Like our videos, please. Leave some respectful comments. Leave also some respectful ideas that maybe we can bounce off of. It's all hand in hand. It's a helpful world. We out here just, you know, giving the lessons and ideas and stuff that we go through, that we grow through, and we're so very happy and appreciative that you are tuned in. And again, thanks for watching the Carter Chronicles channel. I'm Ashley,
And I'm Alicia.
and you guys have a wonderful and blessed night. Bye for now.
Bye.
I don't know how to end the video. There we go.